What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and after 2 weeks using, hiding, being excited about the new OPPO X9 Pro Global, I can finally give you my full review, honest opinions and thoughts, and I'll tell you where it fits in with the competition from the Western and Eastern phone market. Without further ado, let's go. So yes, your average dad's channel has finally got to the point where massive manufacturers like OPPO are willing to let little old me use their phones. So shout out to OPPO, thank you for the device. I should say 100% of this video is my opinions. OPPO gave me zero direction, script, nothing. I will never do a scripted video. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first, because you may think the glazing I'm about to give OPPO has been forced upon me. Absolutely not. So, first things first, specifications wise, every element of this phone is class leading. Battery, 7,500 milliamp hours. The largest ever on a flagship phone, especially one shipped to the EU. Yes, keen viewers will know that we constantly come up with barriers when it comes to Chinese phones and their large batteries. The Average Dad Tech Store sells every single flagship release from the Asian market, but globally, they're never released, or when they are released, the battery capacity is somewhat diminished due to certain rules, regulations, and costs. Well, for the first time ever, I am delighted to say OPPO have not cut back on their battery. You get the full 7,500 milliamp hours no matter where you are. And with up to 50 watts wireless and 100 watts wire charging, you have the best battery on a flagship phone released globally ever. And if it's performance you're looking for to go with that battery, the world's most efficient and powerful SoC, yes, the system on a chip found inside the OPPO X9 Pro, is the MediaTek Dimensity 9500. I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. The most powerful chipset on the market with a 4 million points plus score on Antutu benchmark. The efficiency that MediaTek combine with the large battery means that you have a 2, maybe even 3-day phone. And folks, this is my full review, so I'm not guessing here. I've used this for over 2 weeks and I consistently get 2 days, sometimes a little into the 3rd day. I have never, ever killed this phone in a day. And for me, battery is one of the top priorities. It falls slightly under cameras. And you'll not be shocked to hear, the OPPO has cameras covered. The X9 Pro comes with a triple camera setup. 2 50 megapixel lenses for the wide and ultra wide, and the new 200 megapixel telephoto, macro, periscope, all that good stuff rolled into one lens. Yes, Hasselblad and OPPO, the partnership is stronger than ever. Year on year, lenses, color science, post-processing, everything's just getting better and better. And inside this device, you have the new Lumo engine. To cut a long story short, the Lumo engine gives more efficient photos and videos. Photos are reduced in file size by around 50%, while keeping maximum resolution. In fact, the wide angle 50 megapixel lens produces default 50 megapixel photos. In low light as well, meaning you're getting 4 times the quality in a low light shot compared to almost every other smartphone on the market. Because while you may buy a 50 megapixel lens, the default on all the other phones typically bins down to 12, maybe 18 megapixels. So there's another couple of areas we haven't discussed yet. For example, the rest of the hardware. This is an OPPO device. The Find X9 Pro, I'll be honest, looks completely different to the Find X8 Pro, which looked different to the Find X6 Pro, and so on, so on. OPPO haven't quite settled on their design language, but in a world full of stovetop, big central circular camera bumps, I kind of find this different and refreshing. As you can see here, I've got a lot of mobile phones and this one kind of stands out a bit. I really like this titanium colour. It does come in a white version globally as well. And in terms of the rest of the hardware, you have your typical power button on one side, volume up and down rocker as well. But on the other side, I'm delighted to say, there's your quick button, your quick action for, well, you can customize it. I stick mine to volume on or off, but you can change it to activate the camera or do whatever you want, really. It's an Android device after all. And the final button on this phone is your camera control. I have to be honest, in the whole time I've had this and the hundreds and hundreds of photos I've taken, I never really use it, but it is there. Much like on other devices, you can use this slider for zoom or exposure, you can long press, and you can also activate the camera by double pressing this. Super handy to have for some people. And the one thing I will say is, in terms of accidental presses, I've never really registered any, unlike on other devices that have the camera control. I seem to activate them all the time. On the OPPO, no real issues activating by accident. Now, using this device for consuming content, as you can imagine, with that battery has been an absolute joy. I travelled to the beautiful state of Massachusetts earlier on this month, and all the way on the flight, all the way back on the flight, no issues watching YouTube or movies or listening to podcasts. I obviously used headphones while on the flight, but for those interested in what the speakers sound like, the dual speakers found on this device are great. Take a listen.
I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started. Get me out of now. To where we started.
So with all the hardware being absolutely flagship and top notch, I guess we should talk about the software. Luckily, it's pretty damn good too. Out the box, you're going to get Android 16 and ColorOS 16. Yes, ColorOS is one of my favourite, if not my favourite Android skin. Probably still slightly behind One UI, but the gap is getting ever closer. From a customization point of view, you can customize your phone to your heart's content. From animations to the control center to icons, everything else is just snappy, quick, transitions are great. Getting around the UI couldn't be easier. Everything is where it should be. There's privacy settings, there's fantastic biometrics found on OPPO as well. One thing I should definitely mention is the ultrasonic fingerprint reader is rapid, like scarily quick and good, even with slightly moist hands. So well done OPPO for that. I do find that's quite a theme from OPPO and Vivo and other manufacturers from the Chinese market. They just nail biometrics. Now, obviously, with this being a global version, you do have full Google Gemini support. You have the Google Discover page when you swipe to the left. This phone packs in every feature possible, and it has, of course, its own AI built in, from magic erasers on the camera app to helping guide you take the best photo, the right lighting, exposure. All that support there is in the camera app, which also is super easy to navigate around. Not confusing, just everything's in the right place. Now, it wouldn't be an Average Dad video if there wasn't a couple of little nitpicks, but really I'm splitting hairs here. Would I have liked this beautiful red colour to come to the global market? Absolutely. Would I also have loved this Hasselblad engineered telephoto zoom kit with that beautiful carbon case to come to the global market? Yes, I absolutely would. Unfortunately, neither of those are possible. If you're wanting the red colour, you're going to have to go for the Chinese variant, available through the Average Dad Tech store, and that telephoto zoom kit as well, available through the store, and I have mine arriving tomorrow. I cannot wait to slap that on this phone and take some more incredible zoom images. But other than the missing accessories, I truly, honestly, I'm struggling to see any area that's lacking. The performance is there, the cameras are there, the battery is absolutely there. OPPO are absolutely improving year on year with their flagship devices. I don't know if an Ultra variant will come out this year, but in my mind, this is a pretty goddamn Ultra phone. And if you are not in the market for the full Buna Pro version, it's okay. OPPO are releasing the standard Find X9 series today as well. Yes, as you watch this video, the link to the OPPO website is in description. You can go ahead and check out their promotions, deals, and hopefully it's available in your country. Yes, it is a global release, but I have yet to receive the full list of countries this applies to. I know that major carriers and large stores here in the UK will stock it, and a lot of Europe. Unfortunately, no word of the US market yet, so hopefully you can let me know in the comments if you manage to get it in the US. So, as you can tell, a super positive experience with the OPPO X9 Pro. Shout out to OPPO again, thank you very much. But the content doesn't stop there. I obviously have many other phones which I will be comparing it to. So if you haven't already, smash subscribe and keep an eye out for the X9 Pro versus the Vivo X300 Pro. That should be a banger. And if you've got any questions about the device, please just leave them in the comments. I will respond. And until next time.